Mr. Speaker, the Minister of Justice has just had his I am the law moment at the Rouleau Commission. He admitted that for the purposes of the Emergencies Act, the truck convoy was not a threat to national security, but he invoked the act anyway, interpreting it more broadly than its text, and despite advice to the contrary. In other words, he interpreted it the way that suited his purposes. Mr. Speaker, the minister is not just a minister, he's also the Attorney General, and he's invoked a law, not just any law, knowing the criteria hadn't been met. Does he realize what precedent he's just set? The Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, clearly we have a commission of inquiry that is hearing witnesses, and we're following the works of that. And we decided to participate in the hearings and in that process. Mr. Speaker, we invoked the Emergency Measures Act because there was a situation in Canada. It was necessary. We maintained that it was necessary, and we saw the results. The occupation ended. The Honourable Member for Saint Jean. Mr. Speaker, the rule of law was created to protect us from arbitrariness, to ensure the law is applied uniformly, whether you like it or not, or who's targeted by the law. The minister's just opened the door to arbitrariness for all future governments. Does he realize that a Conservative leader could have used his argument the same way against indigenous protesters during the Wet'suwet'en crisis? Does he realize he's absolving a Conservative leader, for example, from using it against environmentalists who might block an oil pipeline? Does he realize how dangerous this precedent is? The Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, with all due respect to my colleague, last winter, there was a situation that was unprecedented. The consequences that were visited on workers, on families, with a situation that was very complicated and very harsh. That is why the government took a very serious decision to invoke the Emergencies Act. Earlier this week, I provided my testimony to set out all the reasons for the decision we took. And we're very looking forward to seeing the final report of Justice Rouleau. Thank you.